Welcome, my name is Jacob Dyer. Today I'm going to be talking about what has happened in the tech world with Intel and AMD. Now for starters, if you don't know what's been going on, Intel has been plagued with some multi-threaded data sampling from third parties, and well, it affects their CPU lineup very much, as anything with hyperthreading is known to have a vulnerability. So yeah, go ahead. So this is more about AMD. Moving on to them, their Q3 release is going to be pretty big this year with their Navi architecture launching, and they're also going to be launching the new Rome lineup from their server lineup called Rome. So with the success of Radeon 7, Navi is expected to have the same lithography as the Radeon 7 was. And I don't think AMD has released much about their Radeons or their Navi lineup, but we have gotten a little bit of in-depth look to it as they released their Radeon Instinct cards for deep machine learning and deep learning. Yeah, so far we know that AMD is going to try and target NVIDIA's RTX lineup some more. Yeah, let's move on back to Intel with the microarchitectural data sampling. I think I said that wrong before. If you have hyperthreading enabled, third parties are going to be able to spy on you, no doubt about that. What that means is any third party that you give access to your computer or don't give access to your computer, take it or leave it, they can basically collect data without any possible way of stopping it other than disable hyperthreading. But if you disable hyperthreading, that means that Intel processors are going to run much slower, as all the threads are going to be isolated to just their singular cores. And what this means is 40% decrease in performance. But moving back to AMD, their EPIC CPUs, while their biggest CPU is going to have 64 cores and 128 threads, they're expected to have that CPU run at a TDP of 250 watts. And that is almost as much as the Threadripper that they released earlier this year, which is pretty dang nice. It's got 32 cores and 64 threads, but man, it is going to be something. Anyways, why this matters, because, well, Intel fanboys may flock to the next hyperthreading technology. The people that have hopped on the AMD bandwagon, they're going to see better performance out of their chips than Intel fanboys will. Now that the hyperthreading has been disabled due to security concerns, Google has even stated themselves that their cloud services may not run as optimally as they would have hoped. So, yes, AMD is finally taking over the consumer market once again, and even the server market, as Intel has found not a way around this yet. Until that time, AMD is expected to have a stock market value increase, maybe even a volume increase for the next month even. Yeah. for your time.